Hi there, I'm Ms. Zierfoss here with a quick tutorial on Clever, the digital tool for curating resources and being able to log in at the click of a button. To log into your Clever account, you can click the Login button here in the upper right-hand corner. It defaults to log in as a student, but parents, guardians, teachers, etc. can log in with the drop-down arrow. They also have login buttons for each down below. When you click login, you'll have to enter your school Google account credentials, so your email address and password as you would for logging in with Google. Once you do it once, it'll automatically log you in each time. On your Clever homeroom is where you're going to be able to find all the curated resources. Our district has a set of resources that are used commonly across multiple classrooms. You have a default page where you can keep your own resources for yourself as an individual. And then your teachers may also create pages where they share resources that will be particularly helpful for their class. Let's take a look at a teacher page first so we can see what a finished page will look like. The name of the teacher will be at the top with the name and the description of their page. You can see that on a Clever page, there can be categories through which resources will be organized, such as everyday tools like Google Classroom and Drive, reading platforms like Newsy LA, creation tools like WeVideo, and even helpful tech links. When you're using a teacher's page, all you need to do is click on the resource they want you to use and log in once. For example, if my teacher tells me to go to my Google Drive, I can come to my Clever page. The first time, I'll have to enter my username and password for Google Drive, hit save, and then every time after that, it'll log me directly into Google Drive at the click of a button. I can also make my own page with resources that I want to save for myself. There's one automatically set up. I can personalize it with my image, the title, and a description. On my page, there are several things I can add to save for later. Categories, PDFs, links, and apps. PDFs, links, and apps are the resources you can bookmark or save for later. Categories are kind of like folders in Google Drive, where you can categorize the things that you've saved. Let's try creating one of those first. When I click Add Category, it gives me a blank category. I need to give it a name. Let's say I want to create a category for tools I use in math class. I can then add another one for science. I can even add one that I use for an after-school club. Each category is like its own folder where you can organize resources. You can also put the categories in any order that you want. Simply hover over a category, and on the right-hand side, use the up and down arrows to move them up or down in your list. You can also delete a category with the X button. Now that I have some categories set up, I can show you how to add resources to them. These are things that you want to save for later, that you want to be able to quickly access and log into without much effort. You can add resources in 3 different ways. You can add PDFs directly from your device. You click Add PDF, upload the file from your computer. It'll open up a folder in your computer to upload. Give it a name and choose which category it's in. It may default to new category if you don't have any categories. You can choose your category with the little drop-down arrow and then choose an icon. You'll then click Add PDF once all that's filled in. You can also add links to websites that you may visit frequently or something you may need to be saving for a project. You paste in your link, you give it a name, a category, and an icon. Last but not least, you can add apps. common apps that you use for your classes. There are only certain apps that you can add. You'll have to search for them by name. You'll even be able to see the ones that are already added by the district. You'll click Add, and it'll drop it into a newly added category. To move it to the category you want it in, simply drag and drop, or hover over the app, click Edit, and choose which category it belongs to. When you then launch an app for the first time, you'll have to log in once and save the information so Clever can get you right to where you need to go. If you have any questions or need some help using Clever this year, be sure to ask your teachers or the tech department.